I don't know what my kids are thinking because they won't talk to me. Welcome to AskTetsu, where we talk about raising global kids by raising them to be multilingual, multicultural, and multi-talented. Let's get into today's video. It's one that I've been wanting to make for a while now. It's about this routine that we've been doing for about a year now. So, as parents, we know that kids will not live with us forever, sadly. And I think this is especially true if you're trying to raise global citizens like we are. So we're actually working against ourselves here. We give them wings, and the chances are good that they'll use it. But as the good French saying goes, loin des yeux, loin du cœur, which loosely translates to something like out of sight, out of mind in English, I believe. We want to make sure that wherever they are in life, whatever situation they find themselves, that they are always, our hearts are always connected. And so we've been preparing ourselves actively, especially since everybody's warning me about the teenage years, which is coming up in a few years for my kids, where when the kids won't talk to you, or they're always they're never home, and that kind of thing. And so this is a little process, little exercise, I guess, that we've been doing since last year when Ronnie turned 9 last July. And we also did it with Nika, where we're doing it with Nika when she turned 8 in December of 2021. And also I'm doing this with another person who I'll tell you at the end of the video. But the idea for this little exercise actually comes from my like real job, let's say, quote unquote. What I do is I mentor young leaders at my company, and so we do periodic weekly or bi-weekly one-on-one mentoring sessions. So that's where the idea comes from. And it's not mentoring per se, but it's sessions that I schedule with my kids every other week, usually on a Sunday, where we make just a few minutes of discussion time, heart-to-heart talking time. It's important to sort of really block off some time for each of your children. So that's where the idea comes from, and nothing fancy. I'd like to see the progress of everything, so I set up a little Excel sheet, a spreadsheet, where I just put in the date that we had the discussion, sort of jot down some topics, and as necessary, if there's certain specific outcomes that are worthy of note, I'll write those down. So I've been doing this for a year now, and I see progression of all the discussions that we've talked about so far, including things, lots of daily stuff, of course, including the good and the bad. When they worked hard at a hockey practice, or horseback riding lessons with Nika, when they win competitions, things like that. We also want, this is also a good time to let them know about some bad behaviors. If they told a lie, or if they're late, or also, I would say, a good opportunity for us as parents to really open up, and let them know that we're not perfect. We make mistakes, and I have taken some of these sessions where I've opened up and told them that I was sorry for maybe getting overreacting on a specific thing. So these are the daily nitty-gritty, I guess. But we also have some philosophical discussions, or more long-term discussions. Something like the typical "what do you want to be when you grow up" kind of discussion. That's never too early. I think it's good for them to start thinking about what they like. I like to ask them, "What do you like?" That's something I ask a lot. I really hope that later in life they will be able to find something that they're passionate about, and be able to earn their living with that, hopefully. And like I say, philosophical stuff. I know this thing that I call the happiness formula. I teach that to them. Maybe I'll make a video on that one day. So that's the kind of things, philosophical stuff. Oh, and also money, finance. So that's probably something that I also want to make another video for that. So hopefully this is something that can inspire you. Like I said, it's not complicated. All you need to do is take the time to do it. And I mentioned earlier that there's another person with whom I'm doing this, and that's with my wife. Yeah, we also do this one-on-one thing where we talk about things that we don't, talk about on a daily basis, and also again, actively taking time to talk about our kids' future, our own future, finance, anything. So today's video is just sort of an overview of what we do. But like I said, I will be picking out a few topics that we've been talking over the past year, and sort of go in depth in future videos. Hopefully, you'll be looking forward to those. Things like the happiness formula that I mentioned earlier, finance. Well, what do I talk about with the kids in terms of finance? And so look out for those videos coming up. Now, meanwhile, in that corner, you'll see. If you've not seen it yet, there's a video on how we raise multilingual kids. Right below this window is a YouTube recommendation for videos that you might be interested in. Until then, I'll talk to you later.